What do Sam Harris, C.G.P. Gray, Beethoven, Vincent van Gogh, and Charles Darwin have in common? Beside the fact that their work has influenced millions of people, every one of them suffered from tinnitus. The best way to describe tinnitus for someone who is unfamiliar with it is to imagine the sound of Call of Duty flashbangs. Got it? Now imagine hearing this non-stop 24/7. That's what tinnitus feels like. There is no cure for it, and it is life-wrecking. So today, I'm gonna share my story with tinnitus and explain why I haven't killed myself yet. I was lying in bed, half awake, and suddenly noticed a high-frequency noise in my ear. I remember the moment distinctly. 7 months have passed and the ringing hasn't stopped. I want you to imagine a boy in his early 20s who has a long, beautiful life to live, and out of nowhere comes this demon that annoys the hell out of him. What on earth did I do to deserve this curse? I don't expose my ears to loud noises. I live a pretty normal life.
Loud music is what I wanted, because it was the absolute killer of silence. However, tinnitus then comes into the picture. And so you develop this ringing in your ears.
And the science community is still trying to understand tinnitus, but it's one of those tragic things that we have no cure for. I could definitely see why people lose their hope and go suicidal from this. In fact, I went through a similar phase also. But sometimes I get so busy to the point where a few days pass without me paying attention to that noise, and I forget that it's actually there. Other times, however, I feel like such a weak person for letting that tiny monster to ruin my life. People with severe injuries manage to overcome their problems, yet here I am, unable to enjoy life because of that noise, because of that. I start feeling bad about feeling bad, you know what I mean? And the absolute worst part of it is when I go to sleep and the room is mostly silence. Humans hate losing control out of something. With all that being said, I tend to be optimistic in general. So I wanna end on a positive note. To the person who is suffering, not just from tinnitus but from any illness out there, you have every right to be angry. You have every right to be depressed. But some say that in Hinduism, the ultimate goal in life is to reduce suffering as much as possible. And when you keep worrying about the future with all of its problems, you suffer twice. What if this is permanent? What if this gets worse? It's a surefire recipe for unhappiness. The truth is that I don't know how I'll feel an hour from now, let alone next year. Every time I worry about the future, I reopen this video. It's one of my favorites. It helps me let go of everything and focus on the moment.
Whatever you're worried about is definitely the biggest thing that's ever happened to anyone, ever.
I prefer to keep these personal issues private, but my goal was to let you know that everybody has their different weaknesses. I used to look at celebrities and assume that, oh, they're blissfully getting on with life in perfect health and perfect mental state, and this illusion worsens my suffering. But if I look closer, I start to find that everybody has that physical or mental flaw that's bugging them. So I decided to expose my personal issues also, to tell the internet that I don't have a perfect life, nor does everybody else. Best thing we can do is to hang tight and hope for a cure. Thanks for watching.